Hello and welcome back to Andy's Cavern Boxing. How we all doing, guys? Gordon's alive! Remember him? Where's he these days? I think he must be late 80s, eh? Brian Blessed, eh? Good actor, fantastic character, eh? Anyway, we're not here to talk about Brian Blessed. We're here to talk about boxing. Well, tonight I was watching something I'm not really a fan of, but I just happened to put the TV on, YouTube, and there it was. Paulie Malignaggi versus Tyler Goodjohn. And it was a bare knuckle fight, 5 3-minute rounds. I thought, well, it's on. It was just about to start, so I thought, I'll watch that. Paulie Malignaggi still got the moves, eh? 44-year-old. Tyler Goodjohn's 34, but to be fair, in my eyes, Malignaggi looked like the younger guy for some reason, but I think Tyler Goodjohn's had a lot of hard fights, hasn't he? And Paulie Malignaggi was kind of winding the clock back. He was always a good stylist, wasn't he? Never had a big punch though, and I had concerns about. I've got concerns about bare knuckle fighting anyway, and I think it was the end of the third round. Paulie got caught in the eye when Tyler he kind of swiped one open hand and must have caught him in the eye. But there's people going. I just fear somebody's going to lose an eye or lose their sight in this type of fighting. But you've got to take your hat off to them. It takes balls to get in there and take part in bare knuckle fights like that, eh? But like I say, I'm not really a fan of it, but I thought Paulie Malignaggi performed well. I'd probably give it 4 rounds to 1 to him, actually. That's just my opinion. I ain't no expert, I'm only a boxing fan. Or you could have maybe been 3 for Paulie, 1 shared and 1 to Tyler, I think. That might have been deemed fair. I don't know. Tell me what you think if you've watched it. But it was quite entertaining, considering I'm not really interested in bare knuckle fighting. So that's what I watched tonight. And then I was looking through the Boxing Showtimes app, and lo and behold, there it was, rescheduled after me saying it was cancelled. Frazer, Clarke and Jeamie Tshikeva, or Jeamie TKV, some people call him, or maybe calls himself that. It seems to have been rescheduled to the 29th of November, which surprised me because that's only about a month down the road from the original date. Now, we had been told Jeamie Tshikeva had an injury. I've looked into that. All I can find is it was some kind of muscle strain, so they must be banking on him being okay for that. Because quite often when fighters get injuries, the fights are off for months and sometimes they never happen again, do they? But that looks like it's going to happen. But instead of clashing with the Frank Warren show with Parker and Fabio Wardley, try to sort my memory out here. No, like the other night, couldn't remember anything. It's now clashing with Ben Whittaker and Benjamin Gozzi for Germany. So they've gone from clashing with one show to clashing with another. So, oh well. But as far as that fight goes, I'm probably going to favour Frazer Clarke. I think he'll stop Jeamie Tshikeva probably 8 or 9 rounds. I think Frazer Clarke will stop him. That's my prediction. Well, I might do another video before then in the week leading up to it. But at the moment, that's the way I think, the way I feel how that fight will go. You might have a different opinion to me, so feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. What else was I going to say? What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, Boxing Showtimes app. That's where I seen it, and I'd looked there earlier and didn't see it, so it either wasn't there or my mind's playing tricks on me. But it has been rescheduled. So that's good, because I think it's quite an interesting fight. And I want to see a bit more where Frazer Clarke is. His career's been a bit stop-start, isn't it? And you can see he's a bit frustrated. But he's not a guy that really sells himself that well, is he? Is he too pleasant for his own good? I mean, Dave Allen, he's a pleasant guy, but he seems to manage to talk. He's got a bit of following, but then he's got his own YouTube channel as well, doesn't he? I don't think Frazer Clarke does anything like that. He does do some media work, and he's always pleasant enough and that, but is he too pleasant? Does he need to turn up a bit? Does he need to start doing a bit of trash talking? Possibly, but maybe that's not his nature. Maybe he's just somebody who won't do that kind of thing. Warren Sicoli's a bit like that. You never really hear him trash talking much, do you? He's quite a pleasant guy, but unfortunately, trash talking sells, doesn't it? But you don't hear Usyk trash talking, no, and he seems to do alright. I seen him saying he doesn't want to fight Moses Atumo or something, and or he wouldn't fight him, but then he's also talking about fighting until he's 41. So what if Moses becomes mandatory? How does that work? Will he fight him then? We'll have to wait and see. I see Frank Warren was saying that he wants David Adelaide to fight Dave Allen next. So a battle of the Daves, eh? Could that happen? How would that go? I think you've got to pick Adelaide. Dave Allen, doesn't throw enough punches, does he? So all Adelaide has to do is box busily, doesn't he? Could that be? Well, it would see where Dave stands if he would stand a chance of winning a British title, wouldn't it? I'll watch that fight. Yeah, it's probably a decent enough matchup. I would like to see Moses Atumo fight David Adelaide. I thought that would be a good matchup for him. I think Moses Atumo should clear up domestic level. I think Jeamie said the other night he thought he might not be able to fight for a British title until he's 21, with some rule about that, and that's why Nassim Hamid never fought for a British title. But maybe he should beat all the other guys, and then when he turns 21, fight for the British title, and then we might be able to fight for the European title before then. I'm not sure if there's any age restrictions on that. That's something we'll maybe have to look into. If you know better than me, feel free to comment. Like I say, I'm not an expert, I'm just a boxing fan. This is only my opinion. You don't have to believe me or listen to me. Think for yourselves, people. That's what I always say. Anyway, we'll look forward to that. There's quite a few possible good matchups coming up, isn't there? So, and then we've got Fabio Wardley and Parker. That's coming up. So we'll look forward to that. That is a good fight, isn't it? That's one that whets the appetite of the boxing fans. So we'll look forward to that. That's next week, isn't it? So yeah, I shall do a video on that through the week in the lead up to that. But that's definitely one we're looking forward to. Okay guys, I think that's about it for the night. Big shout out to Julian McGowan and his young lad Joe is getting prepared for the MMA stuff, so good luck to them. I think I said that earlier in the video today, but you can never say it enough. Good luck, Jules, and your young lad, so hope all goes well. I'm sure it will under your guidance. And don't forget Boxers in Need, www.boxersinneed.com. I think that's about it for tonight. I hope you're all having a good weekend, guys, and till the next time, it's good night from me and good night to you. Cheery bye.